Hey, you're on mute. You've muted yourself, boy. You're
Something
mute.
happened there.
There you go.
Are we live? Are we good?
You're good now.
Cool.
For some reason, you were muted.
Yeah, it stopped. It froze on 6 on my end on the countdown, and then it wouldn't move. So that's when you said I was frozen or I was muted. Anyway, we're working now, right?
We are
5
working.
by 5. Cool.
We are on.
Nice. Welcome to the show, folks. It is Tuesday night, August 23rd, 2022. I am your co-host of the show with no name, Yank, and my beautiful, lovely co-host you all know as Gutter Girl. Gigi, how are you today?
I am great, Yank. And how are you?
I'm not bad. I'm doing much better now that I get to look at you. I mean, look at her, folks. She's looking unbelievable. She's getting younger and younger. You age backwards like Benjamin Button, and I don't like that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Well, thank you. I'll give
You're
you
welcome.
that $20 later.
So we're glad you guys could come to the show. I want to do the usual who was first, and the first person in the comments tonight early was flat-chested female. Now, flat-chested, I know this is your first time in the chat, so what you need to know is the first person who does talk gets a booby prize. It sounds like not a bad thing. I guess. So welcome to the show. We're glad you're here. Thank you for coming. I understand you're in the UK and it is very late at night, but you choose to spend a little time with us and we really appreciate that. So we have let's give her a little shot here. I don't know what you were laughing at me for there, flat-chested, but anything that when someone laughs at me, I assume they're laughing with me, not at me, so we're all good there. It's cool. Then we have Justine. Hi, Justine. How are you? Hello from England as well. We got a lot of overseas women here. I might have to start up a little business, a mail-away bride business or something, because we get some pretty sexy women from overseas. I'm just saying.
Dude, they got their work cut out for them if your wife is the example. So,
well, she's the madam, so yes. We're into people sex trade here in my house. Hi, Wasp. How are you? Good to see you. Greetings from New Hampshire, the great state of live free or die. Do you know we used to have it's on the nickel, or it used to be anyway. We had this guy, big granite formation called the Old Man on the Mountain. And if you looked at it, it was a side profile of an old man's face. It was huge, gigantic, like Mount Rushmorean size. And it was just a natural formation. No one carved it. It was just this thing. And that was my big, summer go see every year when I took my ride up into the mountains. And it was in front of this beautiful lake that was like a mirror lake. And I don't know, probably 10 years ago or so, maybe a little more, the fucking thing collapsed. It fell down. We lost our state treasure, our state emblem guy. He was the granite state old man on the mountain, and we lost him to erosion and everything. Goddamn planet, global warming, something, somebody's fault. But it sucks. You would have liked it. You're an outdoorsy chick. You would have liked to have gone, and you could actually hike up there and go see it. They had it held together with, they knew that it was eventually going to come down sometime. So they had put bolts up there and wires and stuff to try to hold it, but it just wound up sliding right off the side of the mountain. It's pretty sad.
I see we have a couple new people too.
Do we?
Jimmy Skaggs, who said I'm hot. Thank you, Jimmy.
There you go. I know. I'm telling you.
Right on. And who else did I see? I could have swore I seen a girl. Gabrielle Susan said, hey, she's new as well, unless you remember her. But, hey,
no.
Welcome both of you.
Okay, I'm going to jump down to the bottom comments because I know a lot of it is just you guys saying hello and such and so on. So I just jumped down back to the bottom here. Go ahead, Gutter. Keep reading, or you can take control of the clicker thing if you would like.
Oh, I like the way you said that. Take
Take
control of
control.
the clicker thing.
Yeah.
Let's see. We have, I'll go from the bottom, Ashley and hey girl, and Wasp and Michael. Hey Wasp and Michael Hurtneck. Your name, I always just love saying it.
Sup,
Hurtneck.
Michael?
Hurtneck. Come here. And Lee Sugar Britches, I still want to know what it is that you and Rick, for some reason, I don't know why Rick was. Does
Go ahead.
anybody have a clue? Come on, Rick. Come on and tell us.
Barrel chicka wow wow.
Has anybody there and seen it? Oh, hi, Ann.
Hey, Ann. How are you?
Bobby.
Hey, we got Bobby in the house. Nice.
Bobby in the house.
Bobby B. Yo, Bobby B.
Jason and Tracy.
Nice, Jason. Good to see you. Hi, Tracy. And we got not Rick.
And no, not Rick. That's about all I see at this point. But we're rolling on 19 already in there, which is usually more than. Did I forget anybody to say hi to?
We might have. We might have, but you know what? They don't send us any money, so. I'm just kidding.
Send us any money. We don't want no freaking money.
That's it. No, we don't want no money. This is for those new that are new here. This show is strictly a whatever the hell we want to talk about kind of show. We usually have a few things that we talk about, current topics, usually political, sometimes social, sometimes just shooting the shit. And then we usually turn it over and go into the comments and what people are talking about in there or have something to say. We'll put a link to the show on, and you guys can come on the show if you'd like to, show your face, give your opinions on something we've talked about, or start a whole new conversation in general. We don't have a structure here. We're just kind of like every other American, looking to have a good time on a Tuesday night with some friends, man, and build a little community. Oh. So we're really glad that you showed up.
Who do you think that is? I didn't realize when you said that, not Rick, that what you were talking about.
Oh, I knew exactly who I think it is. Someone that is not also somebody else all the time, nonstop.
Oh, really? You don't think it's Rick being a smartass?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe. Is it his face?
Yes.
Huh. Okay, then.
But that doesn't mean it's him.
It does not.
But I'm not going to say that again because, well, he can't block me this
Tell
way.
us the secret password, not Rick. If you know what it is.
Yeah, tell us the secret password.
So, anyway, there's a lot of shit going on in the world. And I'll be honest, this week, I was kind of sitting around a little lost. Not really lost, but almost relieved. I mean, I know the empire is burning, right? I know there's all kinds of shit going on, but there wasn't any big explosions and any big fires going on. And I felt a little bit of a, I can just I'm happy with, it's so weird. I'm happy with just the smell of the house next to me on fire, as long as my house isn't on fire. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I didn't have a lot to discuss when I came here tonight. There wasn't a lot of things on my mind. Sure, there's the little things that I have no control over, like the raid with Trump and the affidavit stuff and that kind of things. I don't have any control over that stuff, and it doesn't really get my blood to boiling at this point because I don't know anything. It's not at a peak conversational level yet. But we're picking up little bits and pieces about things. But the bottom line is it's just very weird. We talked, I think, last week about habitualization and desensitization of things and situations where you just become used to it. It becomes the new normal, right? We were talking about violence and gore and porno and all that kind of shit. Same thing with the politics. Unless there's a big major fucking story, I don't really pay attention to the little fire that's just always burning around me. It's weird. And that I know that's not a good thing, I know that's bad to be like that, but I can't help it. I'm habitualized to sensational breaking news versus the little mundane shit that's always going on that actually leads to the big fucking breaking news shit. They've got me. They've got my head. And you said when we were talking earlier that Gutter, you don't watch TV anymore because you're very much aware of how they're programming you. I am a bit of a boob tube junkie, so I am not as aware. You're one step removed, so you see it clearer than I do. And that made me see it today when we spoke and I had nothing to talk about. Does that make any sense?
Yes, because
Okay.
see, they've directed you away from it all.
Mm-hmm.
They've done exactly what they wanted to do. And I mean, and it's not your fault. This is, I mean, they learned this shit. They learned how to figure all this shit out. So that's how come I just don't watch any of that shit anymore because it gets me nowhere.
I agree. Yeah. I mean,
I want to say sorry to Ashley because her little kitty died.
Oh, man. I am very sorry. That sucks.
I'm sorry, Ash.
Yeah, me too.
And Bobby said he has information. Where did I just see that at? Just a minute.
Bobby's our little like CIA guy.
Bob says, I have some info about the Trump raid no one is talking about. It will all backfire on the DOJ. You know, Bob, I was going to say that you should look to see what all the shit is that's hidden in that last bill, that Bidenflation bill that they passed.
Yeah, we're going to have to get into that because there is some money put in there for green things that is just beyond moronic and is just going to increase inflation and is going to be subsidizing China. The things we do in this country and our leaders do with our money is beyond the pale. They just do not know what they're doing. And the ones that write these fucking bills are I'm gonna try like Rick not to say the F word. The ones who write these bills are not the ones who vote on these bills. I don't know who writes these bills. I don't know how do they manage in just a short period of time to create 1,000-page bills with carve outs to this and carve outs to that and connections to this and connections with that. I don't know how they do it. Do they have these things all in a file cabinet somewhere? Pre-written?
This one was like 800 plus pages long.
Yeah.
And it had $750 billion worth of shit in it.
$750 billion. How can you even begin to allocate that amount of money in a short period of time?
Oh, well, it's all on shit like global warming and,
yeah.
Or what should I say? Climate control, not global war. They've gone past that. I just had it on some, we have a new Chris Bull. Turned the TV off 5 years ago. Yeah, I know.
Good.
That's probably when I just went, you know what? It's just, I can't even Fox News, they only tell you bits and pieces.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Within the guidelines, they're definitely within the bumper rail system of what you can talk about and what you can't. The only one that I will say that I do appreciate on Fox News is Tucker Carlson. That's the only guy. That's the only guy that I see willing to kind of thumb his nose a bit. He does it even more so than Bill O'Reilly used to, than Glenn Beck used to, than Sean Hannity used to. He will he talks about alien stuff. He talks about a lot of things and how a lot of things affect us. And I respect that in the guy. So I'm pretty sure he's going to be bounced out of there eventually. He'll say the wrong thing and they will just get him. They've gone for him many times. But it'll happen.
Yep.
Hey, Amanda, how are you? Gabrielle Susan. Not them programming you, but your spending changes, not
What the
needing the latest thing. What?
Oh, it went away on me.
Back. Not only them programming you, but your spending changes, not needing the latest thing you see on commercials. That's true. Yep. Keeping up with the Joneses. Well, I mean, after all, America was built on consumerism, right? That's why nothing lasts anymore. You always have to replace it. We had a thing in the good old days when you made something and it was made in America, it lasted. Not anymore, because everything's made overseas, and we got to pay for one for us and one for them, one for us and one for them. You know what I mean? To keep everything running. It's crazy. Not cool. Not cool. Subsidizing China. Yes, subsidizing China in the sense that in the Green New Deal, they are doing things like giving you a subsidy for solar panels on your house, for green energy, for an electric car, this, that, and everything else. But the batteries and solar panels and all the green shit is made in China. So we're taking our money, getting a tax break, but then sending that money directly to China for the shit you're going to buy with the subsidy. And things like the green energy cars, the electric cars, they're giving like a $7,500 rebate or credit thing, whatever you want to call it, incentive to buy an electric car. Well, the car dealers came out and said, yeah, we're just going to raise the cost of the car up about $7,500. So you get a rebate. You know what I mean? You get a rebate, but you're going to pay more. The car still costs you $50,000 instead of the, $42,500 or whatever it was supposed to. Again, just nonsense. Utter nonsense.
It is.
Michael keeps asking, or has asked, what about the crazy bitch in Precinct 13 in Florida? Is that the is that the lady trying to take Marco Rubio's position away? Is that the black woman who was a sheriff or something like that? I think I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I don't see. Today was the deadline for the Democrat primary, and I have no vote in that, so I'm just waiting to see who shows up or who's going to be the final two in for the notes for the voting in November. There's nothing I can really do about any of that. Gutter, you're awful quiet.
I was kind of, me
watching porn.
I was. It was super hot too. No.
Nice.
I was posting the link, or while I was putting it there, getting it ready to post.
Okay.
When the time comes. We've only been on 18 minutes.
That's it? Feels like forever. Well, you guys are boring.
Are you saying I'm boring, Yank?
No, not you. You look great. I could just look at you. Stop. Keep going. Stop. Keep going. No. Yes. No. Yes. Fucking women. Oh, I'm sorry. See, I said it again.
Kate's here. That's two. How many times have you said it?
Two. I got to drink two, I think. I don't know who's counting, but two.
I didn't get a shot glass to put amaretto in, and I'm drinking iced tea. I've never drank amaretto and iced tea before, but
interesting. That's an interesting combination. I have no idea what's going on with the comments. I have no idea who's saying what. They keep flying by, and they jumps down. Was Rick having that problem earlier?
Yeah, right on, Ash. Woohoo!
What did I miss?
Ash got laid after 2 years.
Right on. Very cool.
That's huge.
That's
huge.
What kind of prize should we give her for that?
I don't know. I think she already got the prize.
I think she did too. Good for you. I hope it was worth it. I hope it was worth the wait. I hope your spine got broke. Very nice. Wow.
Sweat dribbled down. Okay, shut up.
Whoa.
And
That porn kind of got you going, didn't it? Gotta.
I was fine till Ash said that. Damn.
Nice.
She got me all going. I'm living vicariously through Ash. Oh, it's kind of ironic that she says she got laid, and I'll leave it at that. So,
I think it's pretty cool that we got a community here where everybody's safe enough where we can let that kind of stuff go. Let the hair down, folks.
Hey. And of course, I knew you were going to say that was. I'm married and still can't get laid
I'm sorry to hear that.
because I'm too fat.
No.
Or Rodian flour, whatever it takes, man. Get
That's
her
right.
done, boy.
That's right.
Sounds like he's got the problem.
I agree. Hi, Lee. How are you?
Hey, Lee.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. I'm all bruised up and loving it.
Right?
Whoa, rug burns and everything? Is it that kind of thing? Nice.
Ash.
Nice. You
put
got
a
little
smile on
handprints. Get some thumbprints and just a little squeezing going on. That's the good stuff.
I'm glad Marvin's at work, because if he'd seen the smile Ash just put on my face, he'd be all jealous.
Nice. So we got what was going on with that. Did you hear about what the FBI did not too long ago to a company, a private company, not a bank, that happened to have the what do you call those boxes? Safety deposit boxes. That's right. Did you happen to hear that story?
I heard that story, and then
you want to tell us about it?
Well,
I'll take the clicker.
You'll take the clicker. Well, just a minute, because I'm gonna.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do the clicker, and okay. I will look for I will share the shit.
Ooh.
Basically, it's just what I watched on Steve Lato, and I don't know. I'm pretty sure most of you guys know who he is because Rick talks about him frequently. Oh, sorry, fuck, I'm messing with it.
Stop touching it.
I'm touching it.
Touchy.
Puppy, I'm touching it.
No, touchy.
So anyways, the FBI has basically lied about the plans to seize safety deposit boxes. They had said that they were just going to get them and they were going to inventory them and then give them to the owners. Well, they didn't.
Mm-hmm.
They seized them. They took pictures of everything, including passwords and whatever, account numbers and you name it. Mm-hmm. And then they didn't give back anything over $5,000. Right?
That's right. Yep. Anything that was valued at over $5,000, they decided to keep. What had happened was the business, which was a private safety deposit box, or it was a private company that also had a nest of public rental safety deposit boxes, was under investigation by the FBI. So the FBI writes the affidavit for a search warrant and a seizure of the property based on whatever the hell they said the company was up to and doing. What they decided was they were going to seize the nest of safety deposit boxes, and by nest, I'm assuming they mean the cubby hole safe area, the whole amount of the safety deposit boxes that were in there. They were going to seize those or seize that. Then they were going to inventory, according to their warrant, only to the point of who the box belonged to, each box, let that person know, hey, we have your property, we don't want it, it's not part of the scope of what we're doing as far as the company is concerned, because we want the company, not you. Well, they wound up opening the said safety deposit boxes and cataloging by photograph and some other things that were in there, and anything worth of value over $5,000, including gold and silver, precious metals, deeds to houses, anything like that. And these were safety deposit boxes that I believe people in the company could use, and also people outside the company could use. So they wound up, through the current trial that I believe is going on, through the discovery process, it was released that paper showing that in the affidavit and the way they set up the bust of this company, they had dogs set up, sniffer dogs and other things, and that it was basically that they knew ahead of time that they were going to go in and try to civil asset forfeiture all this stuff. So basically that goes into the whole thing of civil asset forfeiture, and how the government is greasing the wheels, and has been for quite a while, of just saying, hey, that's odd, you're not supposed to have that, we're going to take that, now you have to prove that you have a reason for it, much in the way that they do within that corridor between Las Vegas, California, and Texas, where they're always pulling people over and finding people with large amounts of cash that are on their way to Vegas, and the cops take it because they say drug money or whatever, and then you have to spend twice as much to get half back. It's crazy. It's wrong. So yeah, they lied. They just, it came out through discovery that the FBI lied, saying that they were only going to do this in the search warrant, and they wound up going much further and exceeding the scope of the search warrant, and also of the forfeiture that they just decided to do from the search. Right? Did I have that sort of right?
Oh, fucked, and I ain't afraid to say it.
So that's pretty shitty. I mean, that goes to what we hear about the thing with Trump, right? They overreached on the search warrant. They were after certain things, and they took things that had obviously nothing to do within the scope of the four corners of the search warrant. Now, I am not a search warrant guy. I don't know nothing about the process.
Me either.
I am a dope with a phone.
I know.
So
just enough information to fuck me all up.
That's it. Just enough information to be completely fucking wrong. Ah, shit, I said it again.
Sorry. I didn't help it. Blunt Man says, and I want to hear what he has to say, because he says ARs are a hell of a project. I'm finding out plenty of new features I want, and got to prioritize the most important things. Right now, it's all about the stock parts. Okay, but I just got that, and I mean, is there a thing, like, I do find that we didn't have all the parts, like I told you, that we kind of put it all together, and there's
What are you missing?
a piece that we don't have, like the piece, what do you call that? The piece that you pull back. What's that thing?
The charging handle?
Thank you.
Right in the back, it's like a T, and you pull it back?
Yeah.
Okay, you don't have that?
It came with one, but not in the other one.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Barrels, and so now we get, so Marvin's ordering one.
Okay, yeah, those are pretty universal.
The other thing that we're finding is it's been hard to find the mags for the 300 blackout.
Oh. What, you mean P mags and stuff? Just any mags?
Like ones with 30 or more. I mean.
Oh. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I haven't actually looked for any sort of firearm stuff in a long time. I've got about as much as I can handle. But yeah, I mean, shit. In the 300? Hello?
Yes. Sorry.
In 300?
Yeah, I was reading a comment.
Oh, okay.
In the 300.
Yeah. Shit, I don't even know where. Way to suggest looking online.
Well, see, I don't really want to do that because I'd like to I want to pay cash for them.
Well, I mean,
just so that it's one less thing that.
Don't you have any big gun stores, Shoot Straight or any chain
we did,
places?
We're checking them all out, so it's just basically going through each one by one until we find,
Gotcha. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't look any bigger than 30s. I don't think you need anything larger than that. I mean, then you get into weight problems and jam problems because they don't have you see a lot of those ones that are like 50 rounds, drum 50s. Those are kind of a pain in the ass. They tend to have problems.
Right, Chris. Okay, so and the other one that I have is a 223. I have I have a 5.56 and a 223, but then
what do you need 300 for?
Well, the 300 is the 5.56 because we have two.
5.56 is the same thing as a 223. And I could be way off on this.
No, one won't fit into the other one, and you let them boys tell you. I ain't even. Chris, you just go ahead, spill your little guts on this, because something tells me Only difference between 300 blackout and a 5.56 is the barrel, right? But a 223 is different than the 5.56, correct, Chris? You can't fit one ammo in the other one, but you can fit the other one in. You
can fire a 223 through a 5.56. You shouldn't fire a 5.56 through a 223.
There you go.
Most of it is pressure problems, though.
But he hasn't been able to find the other one. That's all I said.
Gotcha. Okay.
I
did not know that about the 300. The 300 blackout, I did not know would fit or run through a 5.56 chamber. I mean, I didn't know that. So good. Interesting. I learn something every day.
Here's going to be my total knowledge of it, which is going to be pick it up and get her handled.
Yeah, I mean,
is needed for. It's not like, you know what I mean? I'm not sure there's a whole lot of aiming that's going to need to be done. So,
well,
I mean,
you don't want those suckers going anywhere other than your intended target.
Well, yeah, right, but you have to understand, I ain't going out to play with it. That's not what Yeah.
You will go out and practice with it, though, right?
Yeah.
Become proficient with it.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. What do you have? Flip up iron sights on it?
Rick always puts it is when it comes down to when you need it and how you need it. Like I remember him saying, it does not matter if it fits in your hand perfectly, because here's the deal: you're only going to use when it comes time to need it, not to play with it. You're only going to use it for a short amount of time. You know what I'm saying? So even if it doesn't fit your hand quite right, it's okay as long as it gets the fucking job done in those, 6 shots or whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter
if the first time you pull the trigger and it goes click, you need to immediately know what to do to rectify that situation. Tap, rack,
I agree. Oh, that's why. Yeah, that's why we do go out and practice. But what I'm saying.
Yeah. I think we got out of the box down there in the bottom.
Yeah.
Yo.
What's up, people?
There, Bobby boy.
Can we bring that volume down a hair, Eli? I love you. I love you long time. Eli, give me the look. You son of a bitch. Eli, you got fans here, right? Everybody say hi, Eli.
What up, Eli? Woo! Hey, brother.
He said he got a booger.
What, Gunner?
What's going on?
I can't hear Gunner.
I hopped on early tonight. You guys put the link up early today.
Wait a second, Bobby. Gunner, one more?
He had a big booger.
Oh. That was not a booger. That was a big rock of cocaine.
He was sniffing mozzarella, he said.
Neil Young-sized cocaine. So what's going on, Bobby? What are you doing? How's the new job?
Loving it.
Are you?
Loving it. Yeah, they threw me right in the field, and the guy I'm working with is fucking awesome. It's like, you know, when you meet someone new and the chatter never stops, and it's almost like instant best friends, like almost like you've known that person like forever. Like sometimes you meet people, you get thrown in a van with them to start a new job, and it's like quiet and awkward, and you're trying to feel each other out.
Sure.
Well, me and this kid right away just fucking clicked, and because I have all the experience and they put me in the field, it was like it's a breath of fresh air to have someone that knows what the fuck they're doing. So, and I told them, I mean, going from low voltage to high voltage, there's a lot for me to learn, but the basic mechanics of it all, you know, running the circuits and mounting outlets and all that stuff, it's natural. It's what I did. So it was like, this is awesome. They better, you know what I mean? And
yeah,
we do more time telling each other stories and shit. It's great, and it feels good to be back in the workforce doing shit that I'm comfortable with. The only thing I didn't realize was how big the company was, and that it's union. So it's not just Tesla stations. We do everything from Home Depots to airports to everything. You name it, they do it. Radio towers, all those 5G towers. So now we got Tesla, 5G towers, and I'm not a fan of strip clubs. Oh man, I'm losing a lot of fans now, aren't I? It's like, oh, he's a fucking,
sir. You are. What's the matter with you?
He's a fucking spy. You know, but hey, if you're gonna pay me to do it, fuck you, pay me. You know what I mean?
Listen, I don't know, man. You sound like a liberal to me. You're putting in Tesla things. You're doing 5G. You don't like strip clubs. What the hell's wrong with you, man?
Hey, man, I like waking up with a purpose, and when them paychecks roll in, I'm happy. You know.
Okay.
Bob, you still like boobies?
I like boobies, but I'm more of a butt man. I like it all. I like women, you know, but I'm not
Who you scared me there?
I'm a little different. My friends will be sitting there drooling, watching women, and I'm just sitting there thinking about, okay, how can we advance it in life? I want that big house. Well, not really a big house, but I want an empire. You know, I want everything taken care of. I'm not. More guys waste money chasing ass. You know, they pay for Eli. Yes, I wouldn't mind about that.
In the words of the immortal Tony Montana, first you get the money, then you get the women. No, then you get the power, then you get the women, right? Isn't that what he said?
Yeah, and I mean, I'm one of those. I always want to raise a family. It was never about chasing tail for me, and then the right one comes along when they come along. So, it for me personally, I took the summer off. And it feels good to be back in something normal where you wake up in the morning and you have stuff to do. You don't just wake up floating around. You know what I mean? So it
Every
feels
man
good.
Needs
and
something to do.
Yeah, to keep me occupied. And I'm learning all new shit. And I love learning. So everything I'm learning here is new shit in my tool belt, new skills, you know. And I'm excited. Now, I know they were going to be sending me out of state. I thought, like, when I did the HBO, and I could give it away now. I worked on the show Pretty Little Liars, which was awesome. But then I was upstate, so I came on the weekends, and then I went back up. This, I might go away for months at a time, and it could be anywhere from Florida to Texas, California, you know, Colorado, and I'll be away for months. But it's cool. I get to explore, and I'm getting paid to now instead of paying to take the RV. So next year, I'm going to be taking that RV on some vacations. I'll be able to do so. So that's the job front. And enough about me. How have you guys been? Have you been? It's been a whole week.
It's been good.
A whole week.
Can't complain. It's just hot as the hinges of Hades, but good.
I saw you post about that.
Yank,
dude, I'm just tired.
Nothing happened all week. He thought, like, he's been living in fucking boob tube land. And so he has no idea that anything happened this week. Like, he said to me, no, he goes, I got nothing happened. Nothing. No, I got nothing.
Nothing.
And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? All kinds of shit happened. Are you crazy?
I had spider mites on my garden, so I had to take care of that. That was the big fucking issue. Yeah, sorry. I don't know, Gutter. I didn't hear nothing.
Now, you guys had touched something.
It's just been hot as hell.
You guys had touched on something.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, all right. One's on topic that was previous, and then one's totally off topic. And I'm not sure everybody in the comments section has seen this. Now, I ventured over to your channel because with everything going on, sometimes, it slips your mind. Your channel, Mr. Yank.
Oh,
and
okay.
I saw the video about your UFO light sighting.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Wild.
And I
don't know what it was.
Comment.
You probably know. Huh?
Yeah, you had seen lights come up, and then by the time you got your phone, there were the 3 lights that went off.
Yeah.
I have a picture of a UFO I took in broad daylight.
No shit.
We saw it. Yeah. And I took it with a disposable camera. So you can't say I digitally edited or photoshopped. I have the actual developed photo. The only issue with the photo is by the time I took it, it was speeding away from us. So unless I could get someone to enhance it, you're only going to see a little dot. But the story behind it, I'm thinking about telling it. Most people would say you're crazy, but I'm going to get my hands on the photo, and I'm thinking about I'll make a video of it. But this thing was broad daylight. Now, I say UFO. I'm not saying aliens.
Right.
Because it could be from China or America or the military. But this thing was broad daylight, and I remember it vividly. And I wasn't even the one that saw it and to take a picture. I have somebody else that saw it and said, Bobby, what the fuck is that? And we were going camping, so everything was packed in bags. So by the time I jumped in the back seat, dug through the bags, pulled out the disposable camera, you got to unwrap it, and then you got to wind the fucking thing, and then you got to snap a picture. The thing was already had a good distance away from us,
Wow.
So, but I saw it broad daylight. And I'll tell you,
man.
It had like a UFO shape with like a bell type shape on the top, and it all looked like rusted iron. It had like a rusted look. And the bottom looked like fan blades, but as they were spinning, it looked like they were spinning up into the bottom. It was the craziest shit. My friend goes, Bobby, what the fuck is that? And I was like, that's a UFO. And that was it. And I got a picture of it. So
yeah, man, I want to see that picture.
If anybody here or and I want them to enhance it and blow it up. I mean, today with digital cameras, video cameras, and Photoshop and all that shit, after like they started coming out with all that, I really didn't believe any of the pictures or any of the shit that I saw. You know what I mean? Because it's so easy to fake it. But if you take a picture with a disposable camera, that's light exposure. You're not tinkering with that,
Yeah, I took a few courses in portrait photography and stuff back in the day, and I had a Nikon that I could do some pretty interesting stuff with. It was just a Nikon manual LSR, and yeah, I could fudge some stuff. But if you just took a picture of something and just swung your camera and took a picture of it, I want to see the picture because that's pretty cool, man. We all see some crazy things like those things. I really don't know what those were, and I say UFO because I don't know what the fuck they were. I have no idea. Some people said they were some different things, but they didn't act quite like people say they did or they would. And now I only got a piece of it on video. But yeah, I'm interested in stuff like that, man. If you make a video or even try scan your picture in a scanner and then blow it up and try put it on the computer and blow it up yourself. Might be able to get some good results with that.
And I was disappointed when I saw the picture because disposable cameras don't have zoom. And I mean, it might have taken me 2 or 3 minutes because I'm gonna tell you, when I looked over and I was looking through the driver's side window, looking up, I was in awe for a minute, and then it hit me like, snap a fucking picture, and then I had to do all the digging and shit. So it was going along with us along the highway for a minute, and my friend bugged out, Bobby, what the fuck is that? And I'm looking, I'm like, there's that deer in the headlights moment.
Yeah,
so
see,
I
that
was
happened to me
stuck.
too. I was sitting on my lanai having a cigarette, and I was just sitting
Your
there, and all of a sudden I
witnesses.
see this light, and I see another light, and I see another light, and I'm like, what the hell is that? Because I live pretty close to an airport, so I see a lot of planes, and I'm like waiting to see the blinking red and the blinking green.
Yeah,
because that each side has like a left and a right. I'm playing. I'm like, I don't see any, and I'm like, shit, they're just kind of moving weird. I'm like, I better go get my camera, and I ran. But yeah, I had that. What the fuck is that? It didn't compute there for a second. I had that deer in the headlights thing. Pretty crazy. Hey there.
What's
Hi.
up, Sherry?
Not much.
How
Can
you
you hear
doing?
me?
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
Okay. Okay. I was in the chat and no one was answering me, so I had to make sure you guys hadn't blocked me or anything.
Oh, no way. I would never block you.
I honestly,
saying
I
in the
was
chat?
paying
I'm
attention in the chat.
I said hi to Bobby, and usually you answer me back, but you didn't say nothing. And I've been chit chatting, and I'm like, I said, okay, am I blocked or are you all mad at me? What the hell's going on? So I thought I better come on and just say I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I don't even think it's showing me in the.
I'll be honest, once I saw the link go up, I was repositioning and setting everything up on the computer. So I had stopped paying attention to and now I'm looking at the StreamYard. So the YouTube chat is off of my screen at the moment. So I apologize. Hi, Sherry.
Yeah,
I didn't block you. I blocked Pew Pew. Pew Pew's fucking blocked.
I don't know.
How about that?
I don't know. Maybe I've hit a setting or something on YouTube and didn't know I did it.
Well, no,
that's all. I just wanted to say I'm here.
No, we love you.
Beautiful. Well, thank you for coming. We appreciate it. What's that, Gutter?
What are you doing? How's life? How's everything?
It's doing that.
Why? What's doing what?
I don't know.
Comments.
If you're blocked,
yeah, I don't know either.
Like I can type in there, I can put at whoever, and it sends it off. But when I leave YouTube and go back in, and I restarted my computer thinking it was something, and like you can't even see none of my past chat. So I don't know. Maybe I blocked myself. Who knows?
Hold on. Yeah, I'm in the live chat right now. I'm gonna scroll up. No, yeah, Sherry's right. I don't see Sherry in the chat.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking too in the.
I don't see you in the chat.
In the StreamYard, and I don't see her so far either in a while. I don't know.
I don't see you in the YouTube.
Gutter, have you seen her?
Type something into the comments right now. You have your YouTube muted, but it's still up?
No, I shut it right off.
See. Hold on. At Sherry. Well, you're not.
And unfortunately, Gutter is really doing that broken up thing every time she talks.
I won't break with you, Yank.
I'm sorry?
Yeah.
I won't break.
See, I'm not hearing what she's saying.
Fuck.
No, me neither. But I heard
I think I did hear fuck. Fuck.
Drink. I bought some beers for tonight. I haven't really been drinking, but when the Tuesday's live stream come on, I fucking grabbed some beers.
There you go. That's a good man.
We'll go with that.
Wait, I can't hear you, Gutter.
Okay, just
I don't know why it is when we.
I'll jump out. I just wanted to let you know I'm here, so I'll keep messing around on my end.
No, Gutter doesn't want you to go.
Yeah, you gotta tell us. Tell us how life is.
Yeah, how are you?
Oh, I'm good.
Canada?
Canada's good. Yeah, I got a promotion on Monday and a $2 an hour raise, so pretty happy.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
Gutter's trying to say something. I'll be quiet. Go ahead, Gutter.
She don't hear me.
Oh,
We
now
heard
you're
that.
clear.
Every time you go to say something that we don't hear, you just fuck. We hear that clear. She don't hear me. We hear that clear. It's everything in between. You speaking click dirt.
Type it.
Click derp.
Click dirt. Now I'm gonna hop off and let you guys get back to smooth
Bobby,
transition.
you gotta tell me what the information you had
I am.
on the
I'm
Trump
gonna
stuff.
leave you with it.
Okay.
I might even hop back on before it's over. But I'm gonna let you guys get back to the live stream. I just wanted to jump in while it was on topic. What nobody's talking about with this Trump raid is the Presidential Records Act of 1978. Everybody's talking about the Espionage Act of 1917. The Presidential Records Act of 1978 outlines specifically what presidents and former presidents are allowed to do. And Trump was 100% in his rights, even for the next 5 years, to take any of those documents home, keep them anywhere. Didn't have to turn them into the National Archive. And the current president cannot turn around and say, I need to, without proving a need, say, we want to see all of those records. And this is going to blow up in the DOJ's face. The FBI apparently forgot about this fucking act. And it wasn't really instituted until 1981, I think, when Reagan took office. This is bad news for the fucking FBI. And I think lawsuits are going to be coming out. Now, I know you guys watch my Facebook. I remember on August 16th, I said, even Robert Mueller said, there's call for concerns about Trump's Fourth Amendment right. And I just reshared it because Trump's legal team is now going to be suing the FBI to prove why the fuck they took these records, because you can't cite a law that another law outlines their abilities. How do I explain this? The Presidential Records Act of 1978 null and voids their espionage claims because it doesn't apply to Trump. He broke no laws. It's a fishing expedition. And now the burden of need is on the DOJ, and they don't want to release the affidavit. You have to. By law, you have to say why we need to see these records. And I'm going to do a quick share screen. The best person I've heard break this down was Mark Levin. If you ever watch Life, Liberty, and Levin, he
I know who he is, and I've seen him a few times. Yeah,
he goes into
not my favorite person, but
he's one of those. I'm not a neocon, but let's fucking go to war with everybody. I understand. I don't agree with everything he says, but he does a phenomenal breakdown. Of this situation.
Now, if I can just time out for a second, one of the things that I've been having an issue with in this whole, and no one's made it very clear to me yet, is okay. I understand Trump has the ultimate authority to declassify everything that he wants to. My question is did he take things before publicly declassifying them, and is that still within the scope of his authority to, after the fact, like, oh, I got caught with my hands in the cookie jar or these things, I'm declassifying them, ta-da, I make the sign of the cross on them, they're good, I can have them? Or is there the
process of the process of declassification does not apply to the president? There is no process. The act of just taking the records to his house can show declassification intent. That's it. There is no process. Now, Hillary Clinton, as Secretary of State, does not have inherent declassification powers. She would have to go through the process and sign on this day and then submit the declassification.
Right.
Not Trump. That process does not apply. And this Presidential Records Act outlines all of that. Apparently, the FBI. Well,
I think that's an inherent problem because what if you
did
have a bad actor president, let's say? What if there was a bad faith actor that just walked out of the White House or wherever with a whole bunch of classified things and flew to Russia and gave them? And then he said, I'm declassifying them after he handed them to Putin or whoever, China. It doesn't matter. I'm just saying. It sounds like a bad idea to just have like this free floating, hey, I got the power. You know what I mean?
I'll put it to you this way. It hasn't been an issue because nobody questioned the bad actors.
I know. And we're
Who
loaded
knows
with bad
what
actors.
Obama has? Who knows what Biden has?
I know. Right.
Who knows what Bush has? We don't.
I agree.
Because they never did anything like this to anybody else. This is the first time in history. The first time in history they raided a former president's house. There's going to be lawsuits fucking flying because he's 100%.
Well, you know what I heard though?
The legal, yeah. What's that?
What I heard was Trump is bringing this lawsuit pro se because he can't get any freaking lawyers to touch him with a 10-foot pole. All the lawyers are being told by their firms have nothing to do with Trump. Don't touch him. Don't represent him. Don't help him. Don't nothing, or we'll get rid of you. I know, because they're afraid of the machine.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So Trump had to bring this lawsuit pro se. He's representing himself. He's going to get screwed. If that's only
if the rule of law in America is about to fucking crumble, and if it's about to fucking crumble, then America is now a lawless country.
Well, hello, Hillary Clinton. Pot calling kettle. Yeah, I mean, we've seen it a million times. If they want you, they'll get you, and they want him. They're gonna get him. I'm not saying it's right, but they're gonna get him.
I'm telling you right now. For the people that know what's going on, they had 500 people at the great insurrection. Try millions.
Right. That's what I mean. Civil war will ensue. If that happens, if they frog march Trump or you see him with shackles on, it's on. It's on like Donkey Kong in this country.
Fucking rule. That's it. Forget it. Throw all the laws out the fucking window.
I agree.
All of them. I'm ready. Did you see the training video with these fucking IRS agents? They don't want this war.
When they were holding the guns all stupid and shit.
Fucking the two thumbs behind the slide.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Good luck. We'll pick them out like fucking pole beans. That's fuck you. You guys, go ahead. Why are they arming them? Why are they arming them to go after corporations? You know what happens when you raise taxes on corporations? They raise taxes on the customers. They're never going to pay them.
Well, they lay people off.
Yeah. Yep. It's insane. It's insane. But according to the rule of law, we'll see how it plays out. How this ends up going, we're going to find out how corrupt it really is. And everyone's going to get to their fucking point. I'll put it to you this way, though. I could say whatever I want. I'm not organizing anything. I'm not planning to attack anything. I'm playing within the system. Fuck. I'm installing EV fucking charging stations, Give me your money. That's fine. I'm going to make it buy. But what's going on right now should scare the shit out of the entire planet. And a lot of people are asking, is America really the best country? Well, ask the millions of fucking people risking life and limb to break into the southern border. If America was that fucking bad, why are they coming here? If America falls, where are you going? You're going to be walking past the caravans of fucking people coming to America?
I just might. I just might.
Get yourself a boat, and we'll park the RV somewhere in the mainland, because I have to get off this sandbar.
Yeah, man.
And bridges and tunnels are going to be closed,
I know.
But the Presidential Records Act, this is going to blow up in their face. When even Robert Mueller, the whole Russia collusion hoax guy, is saying this is not good. You guys fucked up. Are they going to take out Mueller? Fauci's resigning. There's some good news,
Yeah.
There's a lot going on.
I'm hearing sort of some bubblings out that the declassified stuff Trump had was based on the phony Russia hoax, Pissgate, Michael Steele dossier, Pfizer warrant crap.
That's what I was thinking.
Did to him.
That's what I was thinking.
And that he had that,
he has
and
the proof.
He was, and someone unfortunately whistle blew from inside the Trump Mar-a-Lago place or within his circle that he had this stuff, and he was either going to use it as ammo when he ran for president again, or once he got in as president to use it to clean house and fire a whole bunch of people and all that kind of shit.
Here's why they're bugging out. Because according to the Presidential Records Act, he's allowed to have any classified information in his possession in his house, outlined specifically. So even if it was not declassified, it's still classified. He's 100% in his rights as former president for the next 5 years to have it at his house. And then if he's running, he could declassify it and expose it to the world.
Well, see, I'll be honest, man. If this is the 5D chess kind of shit that everybody was talking about that he was running before, and it doesn't come to fruition, like if he doesn't get put in prison kind of thing or whatever, or stopped from running for president again, and let's say he does run for president and does become president again, if he does not do what he is capable of doing as president, and like, I don't give a shit, sink the whole country, let's start again. But if he doesn't do it, I'm sorry, I will get freak out at all you people who love Trump.
I'm gonna put it to you this way. I'm not a trumpet. I'm not a maggot.
No, I know.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave you with this thought, and this is where me and my friends get into arguments. He didn't pardon Snowden. He didn't pardon Julian Assange. Those were big red flags.
Yep.
Trump is one of the elites. Billions. He's going to be all right no matter what happens. All right. I said from the beginning, there's a chance, and you don't know until the shit hits the fan and things come out. There's a chance he's all part of the big fucking show to pull the right to the right and further divide, giving us hopium, saying, trust the plan, Trump's our guy. And before Trump, Democrats and Republicans, but post-Trump, you have solidified tribes that are willing to war with each other. It would be the ultimate play by the fucking machine.
The only reason that I don't believe that is because of how much money Trump has lost since he started running for presidency from the get-go.
When you go from $4.5 billion to $3.4 billion, you still have $3 billion. He's going to be all right.
Plus,
he's going to be all right.
He's losing there's a lot of money that he doesn't get because of all the leftist bullshit that they put him through. So I think he's losing a lot.
But he's got money that he has. Like, I'll put it to you this way. Alex Jones, they were like, oh, man, he's got to pay $4.5 million. And then the other penalty came down. He's got to pay $45 million. And then when financial records came out, he's worth $270-something million and settled for $4 million. So just be wary and always keep a skeptical mind that everybody might be in on the show, because everybody who's a piece on this chessboard are worth millions and billions of dollars. And the people caught up in this tribal fucking back and forth are us just trying to get by and live a decent life. So
man,
always hold a grain of salt and a bit of skepticism. It's healthy. It really is. And I got people on both sides that either really hate Trump or in the Trump cult. And I try to shoot right down the middle and play devil's advocate, because it would be the most genius move by the machine. Divide and conquer is the plan. And I said, when Trump came out, I said, we'll find out what he's really about. And the big red flags for me, Snowden and Assange thing, that really spoke volume to me, because he's allowing the persecution of journalists that just reported on information. So if he's willing to allow that person to sit in jail, you think he's going to come out and expose information? He hasn't yet. He hasn't.
I haven't heard anything big come out of his mouth. Really?
No.
Anything shocking? No.
So now,
here's what I've always said is, until they show me somebody that can do better and get our country in a better situation than he had, I'm going with him. And
well, I'm going to put it to you this. Listen, it could. I understand that sentiment. How do you get that arrest? Who's to say Trump wasn't pulling the whole the grass is greener on this side to get you on that more and more on that side of the fence? You know what I mean? To make the left look so deranged. I mean, you're like, this is what we've wanted the whole time. Look, he's delivering. Look how quick he let it get taken away. Okay, look where we are now. Oh, Trump delivered. I understand this. Trump delivered. The policies were great. And then the policies fucking disappeared. So now you're stuck with, well, the grass was greener on the side of Trump. That pulled you in tight to the Trump tribe. This is what I'm saying. You have to, I understand the sentiment. If the vote comes down, I'm voting for Trump, you know, for what it's worth. But at the same time, there's a part of my brain that's saying this is the ultimate theater if they're fucking doing it.
Oh yeah,
you know
I
what
agree.
I mean? If that's
really, I still question lots of things. Like, how did he not clean up shit like the FBI and the CIA? How did he not clean that shit up? He had 4 years. That would have been, like, I think, a huge priority, like right up there.
If I was to believe
they are
what, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, it's right now we don't know how it's working, so it's fair to have an opinion of both. If you take on the machine's going to destroy you, and it's also there's a fair perspective to say if he's part of the machine, he could make it look like he was trying and got roadblocked. So we don't actually know the going-ons because we're not in the club. So we're just sitting here forming our own opinions. And what I'm saying is you have to keep that how can I put this? Let me word this right. You have to be able to look at it both ways, where it's like either this is a huge show or the machine is actually going after this fucking guy. And both of them could be correct at this point with the information we have to work off of. I can't say I know for a fact anything. You know, just like I put a post up today Russ liked about the whole COVID thing. I never said I knew for a fact anything. I put out the information, you form your own opinions, but I try to keep people thinking down the middle, and both aspects of it are completely possible. Either he was taking out the machine and getting roadblocked and the machine's going after him, or he's part of the machine and it's all theater, so where it looked like he was trying to take it down, and you got the grass is greener agenda, and now you're in the Trump tribe. And that's what happened. Leftists went completely radical, and some Trumpists are fucking completely radical, and people like us are all stuck in the middle trying to figure things out with not enough data to make any concrete conclusions.
That's right.
That's what
I was going to say. I just don't have enough
information.
The whole
government is against us. And I get
the whole
it.
system.
Top
to bottom. Top to bottom.
Head move. It's a tough pill to swallow, but if you look at it that way, you'll be much more relaxed, because it's easier just to say the whole government machine is against.
Yep. I agree.
No matter who it is.
People hate that term, and I saw it in the chat, but they hate it when people say wings of the same bird, that kind of shit, both sides of the same coin. But it's absolutely true. Both sides fucking hate you. They think you're a prole. You're just a little nothing that they could just collect money off of at every turn. spend it however they want and enrich themselves however they feel and take as many liberties away from you as they can slowly but surely. While they completely change the culture, change the dynamics of the country, change the culture, change the traditions, change the language, they don't give a shit, you know? It's funny, man. I'll tell you, Bobby, what you were talking about was basically like the fucking Matrix, right? That movie, and I'm not talking about living in the pods and all that stuff, but I'm talking about the smart brilliance of the Matrix itself, how it kept redoing and replaying the same game over and over, but figuring out different ways to screw with the people inside the Matrix, so that they kept just believing they had a chance. That, you know, the whole thing. If you go back and watch those 3 movies with the mindset of what you were living in today, man, there's an AI, there's a something, it's the elites, it's whatever you want to call it, the deep state, the shadow government, the permanent fucking class, whatever it is. It has been running these plays on everybody forever, and it's better position to take is like what Bobby was saying, where believe nothing. Always have a little bit of skeptical on both sides. Go for what you see. Like, if Trump runs again, yes, I'm going to vote for him because he was the better. Life was better for me personally and those that I know when he was president versus Potato Head. So I'm going to vote for him again. But I'll never not have the possibility, based on things that happened, bump stock bans, the vaccines, that didn't do jack shit as far as cleaning up. Didn't tell Nancy to take a dump in her fucking underwear when she was giving him shit in the office, in the Oval Office. He's the president, and she's talking back to him, and he just kind of took it. He lost that argument. I don't know if you guys remember that. He tried to take her, but she kicked his ass. I mean, come on. You know, he tried to play nice with the CIA when he went there, and, you know, he was standing at the wall with the stars and stuff. And he was saying, there's great people here and blah, blah, blah. They're out to get you, stupid. Yeah. And he knew that from the beginning. So why are you there trying to make friends? Fire everybody. That's what you got to do. Drain the swamp. That's what he said he was going to do. He didn't do.
Exactly.
So he could be part of the game.
I'll leave you with a little bit of hope. I'll sell a little hopium here. That was Trump's first term. Okay. Notice some of the things he's saying now. I'm going to go in and I'm going to fucking eliminate 50,000 bureaucrats. Him coming in for a second term now, this is why I want to vote him in. Where you find out what a man is made of. He's not going to be worried about re-election. See, he was looking for a second term the first time, playing nice. So if he's the real deal and he gets in, this is why I want to vote for him. Because not only did I actually adore his policies were fucking top notch.
Yep. Most
coming in for his second term, there's no other term to seek. So he's not worried about re-election or how he looks. You'll get to see the real man behind the curtain in a second term, because what does he have to lose? Just like he told the black voters, what do you got to lose? He's got nothing to lose in a second term.
I get you. No.
So
no, listen, if he goes in, like if let's say he gets in, they're gonna go, hey, let me remind you of somebody. Does the name Kennedy ring a bell?
I don't know about that. Then all right. Then you're gonna see a real fucking insurrection. That's it.
Well,
they'll
maybe.
be asking for it.
Well, who says Trump would say that they ever said that?
They're asking for it.
Because what if they say to him, hey, you know, we took care of Kennedy, right?
If somebody took Trump out, I'm telling you, there's enough Trump cultists. You're going to see a real fucking insurrection if they take that man out.
Yeah, there could be a real
They're gonna have a problem
if that happens.
I'm not one of them. I'm going to go on living my life. I got a fucking future. I'm not going to go down and get myself fucking arrested. But there's enough people that are on that side. They will go down and they will cause hell. With that, I digress with all the politics. Second point. Gunner looks fucking naked. I saw in the comments. What are you doing over there?
Guys, she is.
But I love you guys. I'm gonna let you guys get back to it. I may hop on again before
I saw nip slip. Nip slip.
Oh God, here we go. All right, everybody, throw some super chats in there. Don't forget to tip your waitress. Yeah,
Or at least some stickers so I can put them on my nipples.
Some tassels. We'll get the thing going. You do the tassel thing.
I see Fly up and Lunchman D is here. And Lunchman, congratulations on your grandchild.
Hey, man, right on. Very cool. Very cool. Boy or a girl? He had turned gray overnight.
Who's a boy or girl?
Who? I'm asking.
Don't assume gender.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh my God, dude, I can't
even. Child has to pick.
I cannot handle this whole fucking gender, sexual. I can't handle this shit no more. I can't. They're driving me incredibly crazy.
Did you hear what the U.S. Court of Appeals did?
No, what'd they do?
They said that transgenders are covered under the American Disability Act.
Well, then it's a mental health issue, man.
They just said that transgender people are disabled. They're saying it's a win because now the society has to afford them all of the accommodations. And I'm going, okay, that's a win. So technically, because what is gender dysphoria? It's a mental condition.
Thank you. Right.
Okay.
So they're fucking
just
crazy.
You're mentally ill. So number one, you're not suitable for combat. Get the fuck out of the military. And in most states, you're not allowed to own firearms. Oh, enjoy your fucking win. You know, identify how you want. But the U.S. Court of Appeals, you're celebrating that they just called you mentally ill. Okay.
Yep.
Good. We said it the whole time. I'm glad
that's actually not a bad idea. That was my first thought when you said that the Americans with Disabilities Act. I'm like, well, that means they're mentally dysfunctional. They got a mental issue.
Yes, sir.
So
and they're celebrating it.
If they want to play in sports, they got to play in the Special Olympics.
It just fucking solidified it. You guys are mentally disabled. Yeah. Now you got to give us bathrooms. Oh, okay. Good. Good. Right off to the loony bin.
Nice.
And now Marjorie Taylor Greene is trying. She wants to pass a bill that makes it a felony for gender affirming care for minors and children. And I applaud that. MTG, I applaud you 100% because you realize when you do any kind of hormone therapy or shit to children, you're sterilizing them.
Yep.
So an 8-year-old, you're letting an 8-year-old choose to be sterilized. You all should burn in fucking hell. All you. When you're an adult, do whatever you want. Who never saw the movie Holiday? I love that fucking movie. Great movie. We never have fucking issues with that. But children, you keep the fucking kids out of it. You know? Don't let your 8-year-old make a decision to sterilize themselves for the rest of their lives.
No, I agree.
Belong in fucking prison.
It's crazy.
But I love you guys.
All right.
Love you too, man. Yeah, I'll let you close that.
No, I was just gonna say, and don't make the rest of us live the delusion as well. Force it upon us with we'll lose our jobs, we'll be deplatformed, we'll have striking and be what do they call it, doxxed and all this other shit for just not going along with someone's delusion. I'm sorry, I'm not doing it.
Yeah. Nope. I have friends, I'm gonna say I have transgender friends. They're adults. They choose to live the life the way they are. All of them are disgusted with what's going on with the kids. They're horrified. And they're actually conservatives. They're horrified. They're like, no. This is fucking sick. These people, this is why we own guns. And that's trans people saying this.
Right.
Don't equate the LGBT community with the gay community, because the gay community just wanted to be accepted. That's a personal sexual preference. The LGBT movement is strictly political. They're sterilizing people, destroying the family, and they're all Marxists. There's a big distinction. And I have people, they're like, I identify, one of them, name was Eric. She goes by Cassie now. I respect that. To each their own. When I told him what was going on with the children and maps and shit, she said, I'm going to go get my fucking gun. These people are fucking sick and deranged.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
crazy.
from trans people. Yeah.
What Mishka said.
What'd she say?
She said she was in Tower 2.
Get out of here. When?
Kia also said when she was 7 years old, she wanted to be a horse when she grew up.
Well, so?
Misha was in Tower 2. When? On the day of? Holy shit.
She didn't.
Wait, what? You talking about 9/11? You were
I don't know. I don't know any other Tower 2.
Yeah.
Mishka?
You need to answer that question, Misha.
My cousin was in Tower 2. He left, I think, like a half hour before the planes hit. That's crazy. God bless you. Thank God you're here.
I know it.
We'll get into the 9/11 thing. There's a lot. You think there's questions about Sandy Hook? Fuck Sandy Hook. 9/11 was just right in our faces.
Yeah,
I think,
Gutter,
you made me keep replaying on Facebook when Larry Silverstein said with Tower 7, we decided we saw enough loss of life. We decided to pull it, and then we watched the building come down.
Yeah.
He admitted
it. How about the BBC reporter? How about the BBC reporter reporting? Yeah, Building 7 has collapsed. Blah 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 blah. And it's standing right in back of her.
Yep. They were reporting it for I think 20 minutes.
There.
What's that?
She was a bit premature.
A little bit, just a touch.
About 20 minutes. And how did Giuliani escape? That motherfucker knew shit was coming down. I love that bloody Mary loving bastard. You know, he's cool. He's a personality, but he knew what was going on 9/11. He got the hell out of there.
Oh man, we were running exercises that day. Military exercises on hijackings that day.
Floor.
What's that?
She was on the 59th floor. Oh,
God bless you, Mishka.
Thank God.
God bless you.
Yeah, man.
Mishka's got to come on and tell us that story.
Yeah,
I want to hear. I want to hear that story. I am so intrigued. God bless you.
Unless it's something too much and you don't want to talk about it, that's fine.
Totally understand.
But what Yank said, I totally appreciate if you don't want to, but the fact that you brought it up.
26 years.
Wow.
Well, if you want
to, just kind of shut the whole thing down, man. Just everybody, whoa, damn.
God bless you, Mishka. I'm glad you're here now, and if you wanted to come on or tell the story about it, I mean, I'm very intrigued. If you don't, I completely respect and appreciate that.
Yeah.
But that's your out of the box segment. I love you all.
Bobby.
Hit that like button, share, subscribe, come hang out with the cool kids. Maybe I'll hop back on. Maybe I won't. I might leave you guys in peace. But happy Tuesday. Love you all.
Thank you, brother.
Hope everybody's all right. I'll still be watching. I just got to get some things, get dinner.
Hey,
and all
you
that
get some sleep. You got a big day tomorrow. You got to go back to work.
I think I slept 3 hours last night and 3 hours the night before because,
jitters.
Well, the first night was jitters, and then last night, a whole bunch of other shit.
Oh.
Love you guys.
All right, brother.
See you later.
Peace.
Talk to you later. Thanks. Bobby.
Thank you all.
Whoop. I accidentally cut him. Sorry, Bobby. I didn't mean to cut you. Wow. Okay, then. Who do we got? How long have we been on here? An hour and a half?
What? Let me see here. Mishka. She says, you have to read the book, The Man Predicted 9/11. He was the head of the security in the Trade Center. Really?
Oh, I think I've seen a documentary on him. Yeah, he was warning. Yeah, because he was something to do with the 93 bombing, and he knew they didn't complete their mission, and he knew they wanted to make sure that they got those towers to fall. to give us the black eye, blah, 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 blah. And he knew that there was another attack coming, I believe, was the basis of his story. Yeah. He was a security expert, from what I remember. Interesting. Huh. Yeah, I mean, man, the world is so much different than what we, the people, the peons, the pesky citizens, the proles, whatever you want to call it, the plebes, know that's going on. I mean, the food thing is unbelievable. How we are just having supply line problems, and processing centers for food are getting mysteriously fires and blown up and problems and this and that, like 20 some odd or 30 something in the country just mysteriously happened. They're going after the Amish people, I think, for raw milk, because someone got listeria, one person. So one farmer who from Pennsylvania, who's Amish, serves 4,000 people with his farm. And they said, nope, you're all done doing that. And on top of that, here's a $300-something thousand fine for it. And these people just want to be left alone. They're stopping in other countries the use of nitrogen fertilizer, which is going to cut down on the amount of crops that can be grown, which is going to cut down on the amount of food that can be shipped, which is going to cut down on what you find at the grocery store. There was I think it was through the UN, there was a piece written that they say they took it down and they said, oh, no, this was satire that we said this. We didn't actually mean it. It was basically, I'm going to paraphrase it real quick, was that hungry people will do whatever they fucking have to do and that they're ordered to do in order to get food. So that helps them in their agenda.
Let me tell you a little story.
That
little bill, that Bidenflation bill, one of the things they hid in it was money for the EPA. You know what that money's for? It's to restructure the farmers' frame of how they deal with all of their stuff. Can you imagine what they're going to do? They are going to fuck us hard. Y'all better be, I'm telling you that what comes out of my garden is getting canned. I have my Instapot, and I will be using it to can. I don't care if I do it a jar at a time.
Yep. I mean, and even you could do dried foods. We've done jerky. We've done peanuts in like a trail mix, and we've used the seal bags. The machine there that sucks it all out and you makes the seal of. So we have a bunch of that stuff put away. I'm trying to grow food. It's not really going so good. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I've got to get bigger and better at it really damn quick here, because I think something's coming. By the prick of my thumb, something wicked this way comes, and I got a Band-Aid on my thumb. So something's happening. Yeah. And I think it's going to be food-based. I mean, even cost of electricity is going through the roof. I'm up for the same time last year. I think I'm up $80, 60 to $80 where I was last year. Now, granted, it has been a hell of a summer so far. It has been pretty wicked, but that's not the first time it's been pretty wicked. And I don't ever remember my electric bill in this house being over $200, and it's over $200. So in the 18 years or so that I've been here, it's never been over 200, and it's over 200 this time. And it's not because of the heat. I've had hotter years. So, I mean, they're going to keep getting us. We're going to get taxed. Like, Bobby pointed out, what do they need? 87,000 IRS employees. Granted, not all of them are going to have guns, but they already have like 70,000 employees. They got to double it and give them guns. They're going after corporate people, huh? No, they're coming after people like us that are going to be like, hey, fuck you, get off my lawn. Oh, no, they're not going to leave, because now they have police powers. Now they have the ability to serve warrants and all that other crap. Good thing they're going to be like the blue helmets from the UN, though, for a while, till they get good. They're going to get good. Don't get me wrong. They will have their own SWAT team eventually, you know.
So Dave 75, he asked a question, wasn't that a Bush brother? But more importantly, Dave 75, actually, I met him yesterday at the Combine Derby that they have just outside of town here, over by where my son lives. And Portland Andy was there, who some of you have heard me talk about Portland Andy, and he actually is a YouTuber from here in Portland. And he was like in the middle of that whole thing when BLM and Antifa was burning shit down and tearing shit up. He was in the thick of all that. And I wasn't following him right then. I missed all that. But a little while later, I had started watching him, and he usually he streams some pretty good stuff. So sometimes it's stuff that's not necessarily stuff I would watch, but a lot of times, I mean, he's probably, I would say he's 10 years older or younger than I am. But anyways, his friend Dave was there as well, and they're all subs from his channel. And then another guy, Matt Rogers, and then of course Andy's better half, Ling Ling, she was there as well. And so I got to meet them all, and it was really cool to visit with them. And Andy gave me stickers, and but Dave was just on here, and he actually told me as soon when I met him and had told him that we have this channel going, he immediately went to it and subbed to it. So
that's right on.
Thanks, Dave.
Yeah, man, thank you. Welcome.
And I have a feeling that your question was related to something Yank said. So,
what was the question? I can't quite read it. Will you help me, Gutter?
He said, let me see. Wasn't that a Bush brother?
A Bush brother. Yeah.
Let me look here as to what.
Yeah.
Before then.
I believe there's 3 Bush brothers. There's Jeb.
He said the building owner just got a big insurance policy on the towers.
Oh, that was Silverstein.
And then I don't know what you were saying, and you must have said something. And he said, wasn't that a Bush brother?
Well, I mean, Bush was president at the time, George. But no, Larry Silverstein was the owner of the World Trade Centers at the time.
Yeah, we could be way off as to what he was talking about.
Yeah. I don't know. But welcome, and thank you for commenting. We appreciate it. I'm sorry that sometimes, guys, we get a little sidetracked sometimes, and we don't pay enough attention to the chats as we should, and answer all the questions that we know you guys are asking or addressing the things that you're saying. And sometimes that's the hard part about running a channel. Sometimes Gutter and I have to swap off and on as far as the clicking and the reading and the paying attention to the comments. And I have been slacking lately. As you can see, I'm wearing sunglasses. I have to have cataract surgery, and that's happening in a couple of weeks. So I'm having a hard time reading. I'm sorry?
Because Yank's old, unlike me and my youthful 29.
Perky boobs.
Yeah. Right. Sorry,
what?
Yank, just a really funny joke.
No, telling the truth.
Telling the truth. Says, can your meat too better? Did you just put some words together? Are you drinking more than we are, Chris?
Uh-oh.
I know he meant something. I'm trying to figure out what letter needs let off. Maybe the R. Can you meet together? I don't know. I don't know why I don't know. Retype that, Chris. Oh, about 10 sections. I put veggies in this year. My tomato plants are going wild. You know what? So are mine. And I'm telling you what, I've tied
Mine
those
aren't.
bastards up 100 times, and they just keep falling over. You should see them. It's crazy. I should
I
have took
hate you people by not doing anything. I've got one that's growing. It's
fertilizer.
about 5 feet tall, and it's just, I mean, it keeps popping flowers, but nothing's happening. And I think what my problem basically is with a lot of my plants is I'm growing them in a screened-in area, and they're not getting pollination.
Yep.
So I think that
out of there, Yank.
But I have so many bugs down here; it's ridiculous.
It should be fine now that they're bigger plants. You should be, but you got to get them out of there.
Okay.
Get them out of there.
I will. I'll move them outside. I got to get them outside and get them doing some. I've gotten some squash, some yellow squashes. I've gotten some of the cherry tomatoes, and I've gotten a few very small bell peppers. I didn't let them grow very big. They were only about that big. So that's about it. I haven't gotten any cantaloupe. I have not grown one stupid cucumber flower yet. They're all males. Not one single female cucumber.
Just a minute.
Oh, great. She's leaving. She just leaves. All right. I can tuna. I've got cases of yellowfin and bluefin tuna stacked up in my garage. I put a piece of garlic, jalapeno, and onion in each jar last year's, and it's tasty as heck. Huh. That's good to know, Chris. Thank you very much. I'm interested in that. My wife cans. We do canning as well. Cool. I like that. Do you live in a cool climate? Because I live in South Florida, and it is too hot to put it. What is that? What is that? I can't. It's a tomato. I hate you. I mean, I love you, but I hate you.
So
nice tomato.
Marvin would not let it grow more. I'm like, dude, let it grow. It will grow. It's got room to grow. He would not let it. No, he wants it. I think he's wanting BLTs tonight.
Ooh, nice. Nice.
Yeah.
So Chris is doing stuff with tuna.
Yeah.
He's putting tuna and garlic and jalapeno and onion in each of them in a jar in his garage. And it's tasty and it lasts for years.
Huh.
Interesting.
I'll have to keep that in mind.
Me too.
The kids, they go every now and then, they'll go off and get tuna. They have to go out so far. It's kind of a pain in the ass.
Lunchman, 300 here is normal in summer for my tiny house. I haven't seen increases yet. I don't know where you are, but you will probably be seeing them soon. I watched a thing. I think places like Colorado is one of them, which I was kind of surprised. I think they're going up like by 40%. So they're going to be pretty wicked.
My last one, I think it was I want to say it was 156.
Wasp won't eat any seafood or fish. Yeah. It's not for everybody, but, you know, it is what it is. Oh,
Sherry.
Yeah, we got Sherry. You want to let her in?
I'm here.
Hey there.
Yeah. Hi.
What you doing?
Oh, just chatting up a storm in YouTube. I'm so funny tonight, and nobody can even see me.
I know.
Are you really? And we're not seeing you.
I'm like, this is what a ghost must feel like, because like you're like, hey, how's it going? And everyone's like, yeah, we don't see you.
Okay.
Did we accidentally block her somehow, Gunner?
I don't know. Remember when Pew Pew was being a dickhead the other night? And so
sure.
I'm not sure if Sherry got blocked in the process. I did go to it and look at it, but I can't go and look at it until we're done.
Okay.
Yeah, check it out when you're done.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because we don't want you blocked. And if we have to unblock everybody, because I mean, I think it's at this point it's one guy, and maybe accidentally Sherry got caught up in it as well.
Oh yeah, I get it.
Blocking really isn't our thing. We don't like that. We were very loathed to do that, and that's just not the way we want to operate. But so we can't have somebody coming here and trying to literally destroy the channel. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened last week with someone coming on here and doing the porn shit. That was just totally uncalled for. I don't care if someone comes here and gives me a hard time or whatever, gets under my skin. Hey, I'll argue with the best of them. But when they try to destroy the channel for their own amusement or because they feel slighted in some way, that's just unacceptable. And I will not tolerate that stuff. They'll be gone at that point. So, yeah,
Awesome.
no, we certainly would not ever think to block you, Sherry.
No, but I was trying to get, because I don't even know how to like can you even private message people on YouTube? Because I'm like trying to, hey, somebody see me, tell them to look for me. I was gonna go after.
Have you tried taking your top off? That usually gets a lot of attention.
Well, I had to put my top on.
Put your clothes on to get on here.
Yeah, it's freaking hot in Canada. It's like ridiculously hot here for us Canadians. It's only 78 degrees.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we we don't get that hot here. I don't have air conditioning in my house.
No kidding.
My little old house just holds the heat like crazy. It's just it's ridiculous.
It's
Did
84
you hear?
here.
Oh wow, that's pretty warm. Did you hear in Spain they are having a heat wave, right? In Europe and Spain especially. Yeah. And one of the things that Spain has done, because they're heavily involved in the whole Green New Deal thing, is you're not allowed to turn your AC down below 80 degrees.
Yep.
You can't turn it any lower than 80. I'm like, really? Fuck that. You ain't telling me shit. I'm doing it anyway because there's no way I'm sleeping at 80 degrees.
Here in Canada, we don't have, like, I don't have an air conditioner, but when I go to Costa Rica in my friend's condo, I can't imagine being there without AC, especially at night. Like through the day, you figure it out and, get a cool cloth and put it on the back of your neck, go jump in the pool, whatever you got to do, right? But when you're trying to sleep, it's pretty rough.
Now you can open your windows in Canada, right?
I do not complain about. Oh yeah, windows are open and stuff, but it's still we're in a heat wave, like a heat warning.
Yeah.
Is that
heat warning at 78 degrees?
I know, right?
And in the morning, you have to wear a sweater when you leave the house, and then like by 2:00, they're like, "Oh, heat warning! Be careful," because we don't have ACs here. So, if it gets above 70, they're like, "Don't walk your dog because it'll burn their feet." And
oh my God, yeah. Our pavement's like 170 degrees, 200 degrees when people walk their dogs down here. It's so hot. It is.
You guys,
we've broken records almost every day for the last week down here, like 98. But the index, the heat feels like with the humidity, 105.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Tomorrow ours is supposed to be. Let me see here. Tomorrow's 92. Thursday's 92. And then it goes. Friday's supposed to be 80, and then it's supposed to cool down over the weekend to 70 and 78.
Wow.
78. That's what I'm at right now.
That's what we're supposed to cool down to, but we're going to be at 90 something for a couple days here. Tomorrow and the next day. So Dave 75 Yank said head of security was a Bush bro.
Oh, no kidding. What, security for World Trade Center? I think that's what he's talking about. Huh. I did not know that. I wonder if that was one of the Bush brothers that is now, dipping his toes in politics, I think, in Texas. I think there was another Bush brother that was doing it, because it certainly was not Jeb or George. Might be another one. They all have a lot of family members.
the reason I wanted to jump on is because we were talking about the fertilizer stuff that's happening up here, and so in Saskatchewan, a bunch of which is the province just east of Alberta, federal government employees have been caught trespassing and taking samples of ponds and water on the land on property so they can test it for emissions or whatever they're testing for. And like the farmers are not happy about it. If you go on regular news, it's like, oh yeah, they're gonna, it's not gonna be mandatory. So everyone's just gonna nicely fall in line by the time I think 2030, I think is what their goal year is, to have these less fertilizer emissions.
No kidding.
Like when the ones I've been reading are like, it's going to cut food production down by at least 42% for farmers.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Like we can't feed our people now. And
right.
And you're gonna cut it in half. Just about. Like it's ridiculous and scary.
They want you to eat the bugs.
That's
I'm
right.
not eating bugs.
And be dead. They want you to eat the bugs.
Either that or you die.
Or die.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, that's the truth. That's the literal God's honest truth. They do not care. Cow farts are bad. Steak is not for you. Consumerism, America, McDonald's, Five Guys, Europe, and your decadent foods and your no, you can't have none of that shit. You need to be brought down to where the rest of the world is, and you're lucky that you won't have to maybe walk with a 5-gallon bucket of water on your head from the stream 2 miles away twice a day.
But the thing with Canada too is the most of the population is in the east, in Ontario and Quebec, and that's where they hold the seats for parliament. So like for us western provinces to try and get them to listen, I mean, look at the oil industry. Like Alberta was a booming province, and now like it's a shit. It's a shit. But yeah, and it's going to happen with farmers too. And those people that are sitting in Ontario, in the big Torontos and the big cities, they're like, oh, what do you mean? I just go to the grocery store to get my ground beef. They don't think past that, right?
Nope.
Or oh, I just go to the farmer's market and the lettuce will be there. Well, it's not going to be. And they just, I don't think a lot of people realize that.
That's why it's incumbent on people, do what you can. Even if you can only grow some shit in your windowsill in the kitchen, do it. Just do something. You got to do something because they're doing something. And they're doing something is going to stop you from doing anything.
We only have a certain length of grow season up here too, because it gets freaking cold. And yeah, my friend has a greenhouse and stuff, but it has furnaces in it. Like it's if there's no furnaces in there, and if plants get below 4 degrees Celsius, the water freezes and it busts the ends. Like she's a horticulturist, so she knows, right? So I mean, it's all good and whatever. She's got 5 greenhouses. Yeah, we can grow our own food as long as we can get propane for the, because we have to, or gas for the generators. Well, how much gas do we need to run, even one of those greenhouses on generators, right? Like up here, you have to be on it and harvesting and preparing it. And she got sick this year, so we didn't do as much this year because she's going through cancer treatments and stuff. But like we have stuff canned, we have stuff dried, we have like anything that we can at the end of the season. We're harvesting it and doing what we can do with it, right? If we have to eat pepper soup for a year and a half or whatever, that's what we'll do, So, but yeah,
People are resilient, and when you are left to your own devices and with a little bit of knowledge and a whole bunch of gumption, you can survive a lot of shit. You can really make it a long way. You can. It's just you have to embrace the suck. You know, it's gonna suck, but you gotta
honestly, I don't want to be around if there's like Mad Max shit happening. I'd rather just. I think I've said that before. I'd just rather be under the first bomb and done with it, because I'm not built for that. Not at all.
Right.
I have to be hiding in a haystack somewhere, and somebody has to protect me. But I can cook.
No, man, I get it. You know, I mean, there's a part of me that is definitely, oh shit, if things went all sideways real bad, I don't know if I want to be around either. You know, I probably would for a little while for the fun of the sport of getting it all off my chest, all this frustration for a little while. But having to like trudge through a wasteland, no. Years of that, no. I just no. I don't want to. So I might go out with a blaze of glory. Who knows? You know, that's just kind of how I roll. I don't know, but yeah, no, it's terrible what they're doing with the food. It's terrible, and most of the shit we can't even eat. It's amazing to me the things in North America that we are allowed to eat that the rest of the world says, we're not going to allow our people to eat that shit. Simple stuff like Mountain Dew, because it has bromium something in it that is cancer causing. Mountain Dew. It's everywhere. It's everywhere.
All those things that are on that list will last you a lifetime. So if you've got it in your prepper stuff, right? Like Twinkies, they're never going bad, right? So if you've got that in there, yeah, you might die of cancer, but holy shit, you survived nuclear war or whatever, right? Like,
right. But I mean, they wonder why everybody is obese, everybody's autistic, everybody's got Asperger's, everybody gets dementia, Alzheimer's, heart disease, high cholesterol, diabetes. I mean, it's this shit food. It's the shit food we eat, man. And you know, all because we wanted to increase the amounts that we could harvest versus whether it was good to harvest it in the first place. Like with soy, you know, it's like, oh, well, we'll grow soy. Well, soy, that kind of grows a lot of fucking weeds with it. Okay, so let's create a herbicide that kills the weeds. Yeah, but the herbicide we created also kills the soy. Okay, well, we'll engineer the soy so that it doesn't die from the herbicide. So we'll spray the herbicide on it, but it'll soak up the herbicide. Is that healthy for people? I don't know. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. Yeah, no, it's bad. It's not good. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this shit out. But see, we're so stupid as a people that like, well, did you die from having it? No, but you know, like I got grandkids that are retarded. How's that? You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, it is what it is. Again, these are things that I could very little do anything about. All I can do is do things in my own little square piece of property and in my own head to keep me sane. And I'm trying to do things on my own to build anything I can that makes me self-sufficient. Right.
Yeah.
So Dave says that he grows, they raise ducks and they use the pond water on the garden and they grow 12-foot tomato plants. Holy shit. I want to know what you use, Dave, to hold up the tomato plants, because let me tell you what, mine do not want to stay up. And then he said he uses the eggs to make their bread. It makes their bread way better. Oh.
Wow. Nice. I like that.
Okay, I can jump off. My dog's growing crazy again, so the neighbors they ground me with the city if he barks too much. So
my God.
Here's to living in the city.
We'll look forward to you not saying anything in the comment sections again.
Yeah, unblock me, you fuckers.
We will.
Bye.
All righty. Bye. Too funny. I feel bad though. She's
I do
in
too.
there. Oh man, we gotta unblock her somehow.
But
I
I
don't
could
even
have
know.
swore when I was blocking him, she had said something to the effect about being blocked, and I went and looked, and she was unblocked, and she was able to comment after that, and now it seems like it's blocked her again. So I'll just have to. I don't know. I'll have to wait. I'll have to look when we're done. And but
Oh,
we've been on here 2 hours.
have we? Okay,
Yep, 1 hour and 55 minutes.
that works for me. We could have a rule like Rick does, you know. If you ask if you're blocked, you're blocked. No, we
Well,
won't do that
she
to
was
Sherry.
smart. She came on. She's like,
Absolutely. Which is an option, by the way, guys, that you have here on this show. You can come on and you can voice your concerns directly to us, and we don't keep our little links separate so you can't have it. And it's just us talking to you. And we get to treat you like shit if we want to. We're not like that other guy. We actually have people on.
for a minute. We actually let you come on and treat us like shit for a minute.
Yeah, for a minute. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, I don't go ahead.
I said, and then if I accidentally miss, so sorry. I don't like to block people that I like, so that's irritating that Sherry's blocked.
Definitely.
But I will see what I can do to fix that shit.
Cool. Well, that was the 2 hours. I'm pretty good, Gutter. I think I've got about as much off my chest as I need to get off. How about you, you naked little woman, you?
I think I want a tomato sandwich.
Ooh, nice.
But
Fresh
it's 7
tomatoes.
o'clock, so I'll have to wait and have that tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
It's too late to eat.
Well, what do you say we say goodnight to everybody? We wish them a fair adieu, and we'll see them all again either on Saturday night if Rick does his, although he said he was doing a Friday night for some particular reason on his live stream today, which I don't know why he had, but okay.
He said he was doing it Friday?
He did. He kept saying, I got to save my minutes for Friday. Like, he doesn't even know what day of the week he does stuff on.
He must have a urinary tract infection again.
Oh, no.
That's what happens when you get old.
Yeah. He's actually looking good, man. I got to give him props. He's looking good. He's going to the gym. I see a big change in that.
He does look really good. But don't tell him that shit, because it goes straight to his fucking head.
That's okay. You look good, Rick. Or not Rick, if you're still in there.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You wanna end this?
I don't know, but that person said see y'all Saturday night. So if that's Rick, it's Saturday. But who knows?
Okay, cool.
He's just messing with us.
Could be. All right. I'm not going to go down the list and say everybody's names, but you guys know who you are. You are our favorite. And it looks like now, instead of the filthy 15 that we normally have, looks like we have 27, which is nice.
And we were all the way up to like 32, I think, at one point. So, hey, thanks everybody that came. Thank you, all you new people that showed up and
yeah, man,
with us. And hopefully we didn't bore you or make you wish you hadn't got on. But we appreciate it very much. We do this every Tuesday. You're more than welcome to come on and chew the rag, or you can show your face or not show your face, or we're not real picky. Now, if you come to show porn, I'm blocking your ass, so don't do that. But otherwise, you can come on and chew the rag. Well, if you say you love Biden, you'll get to say it once.
Yeah.
And I'll probably have to kick your ass to the curb, or Yank will before I even get a chance. So, anyway, thanks everybody.
All right, guys, we're out of here. Have a great night. Thank you for coming. What's that? I
said, without you guys, remember, we're nothing.
That's right. You guys are actually the meat and potatoes of this place. But we're out of here.
Tony's late. Goodbye, Tony.
Bye, Tony. We got to go, brother. It's been nice.
Tony. It's been 2 fucking hours. Next time, wake your ass up.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See ya.
Yes, fuck Joe Biden.